everybody. Welcome to Image Design and Editing here at IQ Academy. My name is Mrs. Nemo and I'm your teacher this semester. I'm looking forward to seeing your work. This is my 5th year here at IQ Academy, my 7th year at Mountain View High School. I teach video production, game design, graphic design, and photography. Email is the best way to reach me. I put comments in the gradebook when you have assignments and you need to follow the course schedule. Print out the course schedule so you can check things off as you complete them. That's always a great idea. That'll help you so you don't get behind. I don't want you to get stressed during the semester. Sunday night work is due. I'll deduct 10% off for each week that it's late. So you have a week of grace period before I start deducting 10%. So, and the first couple weeks, of course, I give you leeway as you get kind of used to the system and how it works. So don't worry about that. I'll have a weekly announcement in the course itself, and I generally try and email one out as well. I'm not sure how many recordings I'm going to do yet for this semester. This is a new curriculum for me. I've taught photography the last 5 years and game design. This image design and editing is a little new for me, so I'm not sure how much assistance or help you're going to need, and I'll figure that out as we go. So email me and let me know if you're needing some help, and then I can do a recording so everybody gets that benefit. The course schedule and syllabus, I did email those out, and they're also in the course. This is week 3 for this semester, and the first week you should have downloaded GIMP.org, which is a free image editing software that you can use. And then the second week was Unit 2, and there was a quiz. That quiz was worth 25 points. If you haven't done that yet, please go through the material and take that quiz. And then right now we're working on Unit 3, and we have an assignment due this week. And that assignment is worth 12 points. All right, if you have any questions at all, go ahead and email me. Right now I'm going to escape out of here and we're going to go into the class. Right now you're looking at the teacher view. What I see, yours should be really, really similar of the image design and editing class. You'll see here the course materials on the class content. That's the first thing that you will see. When I click in here, I'm going to see that the syllabus is right here at the beginning. This goes through, it has my name and the email address here at IQ Academy, as well as the phone number. This number comes into my classroom here at Mountain View, so I'm teaching till 3:17. So email is really the best way to get a hold of me. I go through here and just talk a little bit about myself. I have 4 children. They're all teenagers, 16, 18, 20, and 22. Kind of crazy, but true. 2 dogs, 2 cats, and a bunch of fish. I love photography and digital image manipulation, which is why I'm teaching this class, because I love, love, love doing this. I was a graphic artist for almost 20 years before I started teaching, and so I really, really love what I'm doing. A lot of fun. All right, it goes through also here and tells you there's 6 quizzes, there's going to be 12 assignments, and kind of breaks down the percentages of those. You can retake up to 2 quizzes in the class, so if you accidentally don't do well on 1 or 2, just email me so I can reset those for you. And make sure you tell me which one specifically it is by the number. So like if it was 2.03, you would say 2.03 quiz, so I know exactly which one reset for you. All right, I'm going to go back to course materials, and this is where you're going to find the course schedule. This course schedule goes through and lets you know what to do each week. Beginning, this was week 1, it's got the dates and it goes through. In green tells you each new chapter. In yellow is how many points each of these are worth. And I recommend that you print this out. When I come to the class home, we'll have the class announcements. After this recording, I'm going to upload it to YouTube. So this is something new. Instead of doing the class connects that were through the Blackboard Collaborate, you kind of had to download some software to view them, and it was really nice when we had the live classes so that you could participate in the classes. But since we're not requiring you to attend the live classes, I thought this might be a little easier for you to have a link that you just click on and it starts playing automatically, and that way hopefully you'd be more likely to check in and see what you need to do. So in here I also went through, and on the calendar it should show up what you need to do each week. So if you click on agenda here, it's going to say week 3 image editing. Assignment 3.03 is due by Sunday. And you're going to export in the best format as tree_leaves.gif and woman_reclining.tiff. Save those 2 files in one folder and then zip the folder to submit it for grading. What you need to do, but you can go to the week and it just kind of shows that up at the top. If you went by the month, it would say, you know, what we're doing. So hopefully that helps you, and if there's something else that you know another teacher is doing that helps you view the information a little better, let me know, because I want to make this as easy as possible for you, as clear as possible. And so when I come in here, the funny thing about this class, looking through it, like I said, I'm just now going through it as well, because this is the first time I've taught this particular curriculum. What I thought was a little interesting was, well, first of all, make sure you start from the beginning and you download those resources that you need to complete the different assignments. So that was at the course materials. You want to come in here and let's see, maybe it's in the introduction. Student resources. So go to your semester introduction and then student resources, and this is going to direct you right here to materials. But it's really important that you grab these resources so that you have them. When you click on this, it's going to download everything that you're going to need. So here's the GIMP, Windows or Mac. It's available in either option. You can also go to www.gimp.org to find that. And then here's your course resource files. If I click on that, make sure you organize it so you can find it. So I would send it to my hard drive, and then I've got things organized by what they are. So I'd go to my classes, I'd go to IQ, and let's see, I would set up a new folder, let's say for image for this class. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. I know I've downloaded these already. Image editing resources. Make sure I label it so I know exactly what it is. And inside of here, I'm going to say save, and it's going to send that zipped folder there for me. And then I'll unzip that so that I can access all those files. So that's where you get those. And if you didn't go through the very beginning, you might have missed that step, and that would make it really confusing. So what I was going to say that I think is a little confusing, when you, let me go back to the class home, and if I'm going into Unit 3 where we're at, what's kind of funny is when you're going through this down towards the bottom, it like says on different days what you need to do, but sometimes, I guess on this one maybe it's not, it says you'll complete and submit your unit for a grade, and then this is page 1 of 2 you'll see up above. You want to click through and it's going to say submit the following files to your teacher for a grade. What you'll need to be aware of is when you come into this lesson, this Dropbox, looks like an old-fashioned Dropbox. You know, you used to have to turn papers in. Maybe you've never seen one to a teacher. It had like a little file. They called it a Dropbox. So this is our virtual Dropbox. When I click on this graded assignment, you'll see there's a grading rubric here. And this is where you're going to see where your points come from. And each assignment has this. So it's saying that the file tree_leaves.jpg has been correctly saved as a GIF file, and that the woman_reclining.jpg has been correctly saved as a TIFF file. And then it says that you have put these in a folder and zipped them and submitted that for 2 of those 12 points. So this is what I'll be looking at when I'm grading your work. So you want to make sure and look at that rubric so you know that you've got what you need for all your points. Let's say I'm going to right click on my desktop and say new folder just to get started here. And this is Unit 3. So actually start with your last name. So I'm going to say Nemo, this would be your name, Unit 3, and then I'd put my files in that folder, and that way when I go in there I can see exactly who this belongs to. Inside of this folder I would then save each of the 2 files I want to zip. So I'm going to go find 2 files. So I'm going to just pull in 2 files just so I can show you how this works. Just going to pull in a rubric and the state FBLA registration guide. And but let's pretend those are your reclining person and your trees image. I'm going to go to my folder and I'm going to right click, and this will be a little different on a Mac, but I'm going to go to 7-zip and I'm going to say add to Nemo underscore unit 3.zip. And then that's going to make a folder over here that showed up with the same name, but it has a little zipper on it, and that means that it's zipped. And so then I would go and I would then upload, and I would go find on my desktop is where that's hiding, the Nemo underscore zip 3.zip, unit 3.zip. And I have my images, they're organized by date modified. That's why it showed up at the top. I'd say open, and then once it's ready to go, I'll hit update, and or right down here, I guess. Now, if you accidentally grab the wrong file and you need to resubmit something different, just click the little X next to the file name and it will go away, and you can now hit upload again and go get the correct one to turn that in. So that's the hints I kind of noticed when I was looking through this chapter on what you needed to kind of double check. One, that you downloaded all those resources that are provided to you for this class, and then second, that you double check the rubric and make sure that you are doing what is asking you to do for full points. So what I will do, I know a few people have turned some things in, I will, say go ahead and turn in a zipped folder so I can give you full points for this. And on these recordings, if I'm going to change what the rubric says, I'll let you know ahead of time so we're really clear. Okay, so that's kind of just a quick overview. Class home, I'm going to put the link here to this recording, and I'll put those every time I do a recording on the class announcements. And then on your calendar, on your agenda, it should also be showing up with the details. And right now on these other weeks, they're real simple, but I'll add more information as I go through these with you. And I know if there's any hints or tips that can help you, I'll add that in that area as well. So I'm looking forward to working with you and getting to see your work this semester. And if you have any questions about anything as you're working through this, please let me know. Email me, and I will make a recording. If students are finding that something's a little confusing, they need a little extra help, just give a holler out so I know what I need to help you with, and that way I could do some visuals with GIMP so that you have the best experience this semester you can. Talk to you later.